Welcome to another episode of What I Learned from Bobby Hemmit. When I really had net, I was really making a lot of videos. I was very driven to make videos and audios with photos about Bobby Hemmit's information. Or I don't even want to say Bobby Hemmit's information. Our divine gnosis of the cosmos and our origin. So there's so many things that Bobby Hemmit says. I wrote down some things on little cards. I'm not going to say numbers, but these are just different points. I guess I can say numbers. Point number one is the word engineer. First of all, what you don't know is that all of your English language, the origin is Egyptian or Kemetic. How do I know this? By research. How do I know that? Because I was researching the names of gods, and I saw a pattern in the same English words that we use now. That is how I know. I cannot give you an example right now, but I saw the pattern of Egyptian deity names that are the same names in the dictionary that relate to the energy of the deity. So, like Queen Tie, the word tie is to hold, right? To bind, to bring together, to intertwine. That is an Egyptian deity, and that is a word that we use today. That's the only example I can remember right now. So anyway, these things that I'm saying are downloads and revelations from the universe. So think about the word engineer. Jinn is the root word. Jinn is really gene. And gene is your DNA. What is another word for DNA? Gene. Genes, right? So, engineer is another way to describe your genes because they are, what does an engineer do? Create and make and build and intertwine and make everything work from pieces to create something big. What do your genes do? The same thing. You start out as a small black dot, okay? You start as a black dot, and from that black dot, you expand according to maybe the Fibonacci sequence or something, and you just expand and expand and expand and expand, and you have your, the heart starts growing, but I think the heart is the first organ. And I cannot give you details about that. Engineer, think of all the words that have gene in it. Engineer, genie. Genie is a cover-up word for, how do we say this? I want to keep it simple. Genie is covering up your divinity. And remember, what am I saying? Genes means your DNA, which means your ancestors, and that's how you are. You are a composite of all of your ancestors. So we have engineer, genie. You are the genie in the bottle. Your soul is in a bottle. It's encapsulated in a body. Then we have bottle. So engineer, genie, genes, And yeah, a genie is a creator. So, and what else do I have on the back? Generator. You are a generator. Jinn. If you don't know about Islamic belief system, they call ghost, the bat, the spirits, they call them jinn. Little do they know what that word really means. It's talking about genes. It's talking about their ancestors. It's talking about the non-physical world. That's all. The non-physical world, which is light energy, and light is the first manifestation of the material world. And let me repeat that. Light is the first manifestation of the material world. Material world, not the vibrational world, because everything's vibration, and it's not about sound. You know, you could say, oh, sound is first. It is, but sound is not material unless it's bouncing off of a receiver. So, you know, I'm taking this very definitively, saying that light you can see. That is why it's the first manifestation. How dense that light becomes is how you get physical matter. The slower the vibration, you know, the more dense the matter. So when you look on a computer screen, all you're doing is manipulating light. You're manipulating frequencies all around you. The computer is the receiver. The medium of transportation of the frequency is the air. So let's put that card on the table. Point number 2, and all of this is random notes. I was listening to a story. I was looking up occult stories on iTunes, which are very hard to find. You're not going to find something true. You're going to find people bullshitting and putting out misinformation and, you know, talking about, trying to say that things are scary instead of saying the truth. You're not going to find somebody talk about truth. But there was one guy on here, an agent, because they're not going to tell you the truth. And anyway, he was talking about the herbs. And there's a herb called John the Cocker. John the Cocker. It's a root. It's an herb. I didn't write down what it's used for, but because he didn't say what it was used for, okay? But he said somebody came in and asked for that root. And who is that? Who is John the Cocker? Johnny Cochran. Now, what is my point about that? My point is that the 95% of celebrity names are referring to a deity or a power. That is an ingredient of the universe. So, John the Cocker, I never heard of that root, and there's many roots I don't know the names of, but I do know who Johnny Cochran is, and, you know, they sacrificed him. I know they sacrificed him.